In Santa Clara, California. But tonight we've got a preseason matchup as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up. And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
Already here, they'll audible to something else. Now Foles. And incomplete to open things up.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week one, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Here's Foles. Open man, that's Ronnie Bell. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Foles. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Back to throw again. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This now a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit, because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll look to throw here on first down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They still can't get him. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play there on the catch and run. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. McCaffrey trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 44. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jones. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw. Jones. Under pressure, they got him again. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones looking deep here for Chase. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown 49ers. 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety.
4 sacks and a safety already. If you gave your coach those numbers in an entire game, he'd be ecstatic. Getting that type of production in less than a half of football, that goes beyond anything they expected coming in.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for. And now off to the races, down the right side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Now Moody for the PAT. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, That's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Off play action. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ford. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 10. A give for Stevenson, running right. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 38. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And this is 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Jones. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Down the sideline he goes. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Moody good with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. On the ground, it's Ford. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Jones on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. Touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Patriots 7.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
17 yards. First down, Patriots.
Back to throw. Jones. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Off the play fake. Jones. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why, because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So, game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. To throw, it's Lance. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Oh, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
Throwing now is Lance. His pass caught at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Ready?
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 3 yards out. And the 49ers are an extra point away from going up by 30. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
It's a gain of 35. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Off play action. Jones completes it to Dixon. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit. Ryland on for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more preseason football. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots 34. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now,
touchdown, 49ers! A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Niners up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. On the return is Jones from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards that time. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Jones on 1st and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the 49ers are going to get the football back.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Hands it off out of the gun, and he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. The Lance now to throw. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like, that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Now Lance going to throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go around. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. To throw on third down, Jones. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up second down at the 45-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. Johnson jostles free. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw. Jones. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 0-0. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
To throw again on second down. Jones. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.